Today we're gonna get a center console built. So a lot of these C10s, they don't have any center consoles, so I don't know what anything to do. So we're gonna build a center console down the center of the seats because these have bench seats, so I've taken mine out, obviously, and I'm doing some race seats. So I want to put a center console in for my shifter, cup holders, light switches, everything. So we'll kind of get started on that. So I cut this out to make room for the rugged radio. What I want to cover this. And then what I did is I traced that out onto a sheet of aluminum. And then I cut that out. And it looks like this now. I drilled my 4 holes in the corners, bent that down, and that is gonna cover that, like that. So now we're just drilling the holes and putting the riv nuts in. So I got 2 more on the bottom, and then this will go in. And then eventually I'll cut a hole here for the rugged radio and the race radio to sit in there. But then I'm gonna build my dash that'll come down and back. So it should look pretty good. Got those in. Eventually, obviously, I'll cut a hole out. Rugged radio will go in, but these are nice finishing screws. And that looks really nice. It blocks the change drawer down there, which is why it's a little longer. That looks good. But this will hold my gauge cluster or LCD screen. That's gonna hold the rugged radio. Cut them out of aluminum, just made templates out of cardboard, cut them out of aluminum, and then just bought these nice kind of finished screws. And then obviously this peels off, so it'll look nice. But that looks good. We gotta fix this one. It's not tight all the way, but then just riv nutted them in. What I'm gonna do today is gonna try and finish out the center console all the way back. So got that tacked into place, that tacked into place, and then I'm gonna run 2 bars straight back, and then we'll do a few floor supports, but I have to figure those out, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, got that all tacked. So obviously we'll clean it up. We'll run a couple bars down. I'll be building this piece here for this side. So I just did one to test it over there, and then we'll be kind of tacking the welds in and getting a little bit more weld on each one of these little joints here. And then if we have enough time, we'll cut some aluminum for this section and kind of lay that out. But we got to build this just to get to more stability, and then I'll probably put one more here and here just because that's where a lot of weight will be. But yeah, we'll kind of keep going. Okay, got this piece cut. It goes here, and I've got to notch it just like this side, just so it sits in a little bit straighter. So okay, all notched. Fit on there, just like that. Okay, we'll get it all welded up. All right, so I think I'm gonna add one more halfway through the center console right here, just to give it a little more strength, because that's where your elbow and everything will be sitting, and cup holders, and there may just be a little more weight there. So what I'm gonna do is add one here, but the problem is from the bottom up is 13 on both sides, so that's 26 inches, and I only have 24 inches of pipe left. So I'm going to cut them to 12 and 12, and I'll have to just sit them up on top of this ledge. I have to notch them anyways, so that's all straight, but that way they'll just sit in, and I can still run the aluminum all the way to the floor. So we'll get building those. Okay, got those 2 bars in. Pretty happy with it. Obviously, some of these joints look like junk. It's just the structure, and obviously as I put stuff on it and cover it with the aluminum and stuff, it'll be strong and you won't see any of it. So I'm not super worried about it because all this is gonna get covered super nicely. So yeah, so I may try and figure out something for across here since I'm out of pipe, and then I do need to add a little, mounting spot here to put a riv nut in. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get that done. I got this little template cut out to know exactly where I want it and how far over I want it to lay. Came over to my sheet of aluminum here, and I've traced out where I'm gonna cut. So we'll get that cut, and that'll be the top piece for the main part. And then out of this extra section, we'll do where the switch is for all the lights and everything are gonna go. So we'll try and get both those done. Done, so we'll cut this out, set it in there and see how it goes. But we did get that cut out and set in there, and it looks nice. So super happy with that. Now we get the top piece cut and keep going. Got that all sitting just how I want it. And that's that. Super happy. Well, rain or shine, we're back out here for another day. I got all the aluminum I need to finish up the center console, and then I went and bought all the tubing that I need to finish up for the bed cage. So I'm excited to see how far we get today. So we'll get this cover pulled off and get going. Obviously, there's an elevation change from here to here. So I've measured all this, marked it all out on our piece, and now I've got to cut it. So you probably can't see it very well. There's one spot and the next spot. So we'll start with this and we'll go to there. Okay, I got both sides made. Looks really good. Just gotta put the tabs on this side. So I added a tab there, tab down there, and a tab down there, and then we'll go to this part. But it's coming along. I got those tabs on. So now we can drill some holes and riv nut it all together. Okay, got it all in, riv nutted. I've ran out of these nice caps. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do rounded ones right here anyways, just because that's where your elbow and stuff is gonna rest. And so I didn't want these big bump up ones, but on the sides and up there, I think it looks nice. And then we'll do you know, some black ones or something here, or silver to match. But it turned out good. So that's all enclosed. Super happy with it.